Hello and welcome to Clearview Television. We are reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. Heavyweights missing in recent prophetic declaration on the race to 2023 presidency. Jigawa state government enacts child protection law that prescribes death penalty for rapists. Iran defies talks, carries out new space launch in a move likely to annoy Western powers. I am Nkiru Obuli. Welcome. The year 2021 witnessed the collapse of the marriages of some personalities. While reasons for the splits were unknown, some were attributed to irreconcilable differences between the couples. Our correspondent brings us up to speed with a catalogue of some of the failed marriages in the outgoing year.
Let's start from reality TV star Kim Kardashian, who in February filed for divorce from her rapper husband Kanye West. After almost 7 years of marriage, the two later agreed to join custody of their 4 young children. In 2020, Kanye West unsuccessfully ran for U.S. president. During his campaign, a series of erratic public appearances and online posting by the rapper sparked concern and led Kardashian to speak out. She said her husband had bipolar disorder and called for greater empathy surrounding his mental health from the public and the media. The divorce announcement of world billionaire couple Bill and Melinda Gates was probably the most shocking news of the year. In May, the couple posted a joint statement on Twitter about their divorce, but court papers showed that they were separated before taking the divorce decision. The court papers, however, did not show the date of their separation. In June, Ivory Coast former President Laurent filed for divorce from Simone, his wife of 3 decades. The divorce announcement came after the 76-year-old ex-president returned to the country following a decade of absence, during which he was tried by the International Criminal Court in The Hague for crimes against humanity during the post-election conflict of 2010 and 2011 before his recent acquittal. In Nigeria, Anita, the wife of popular singer Paul Okoye, reportedly filed for divorce in August. A partly redacted court document that went viral on social media indicated that she was calling for dissolution of the marriage. Their union produced 3 children, Andre and twins Nathan and Nadia. In December, evangelist Naomi, 28 years of age, announced her separation from 47-year-old Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ojaja II. She also renounced her royal queen title, saying she tried to make the 3-year union work, but Oni's public identity is at variance with his true self. Recall that before his coronation, the Oni was previously married to Adebukola in 2008, but the marriage failed. As a monarch, the Oni married Edo-born Zainab in 2016, but union lasted for 17 months before their separation. He later married Naomi in 2018 and the marriage produced a son. The monarch also had a daughter with Omolara as a teenager. Olatubosun gave birth to Princess Adeola, but recently there have been counter-claims between the Oni and Olatubosun over who was responsible for the upbringing of their daughter. And what happens to be the highest divorce settlement by English courts? A British court in December ordered the ruler of Dubai to pay his ex-wife and their children close to £500 million, representing a sum of $730 million. A High Court judge said Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid must pay £251.5 million to his UK-based sixth wife, Princess Hayat bin Al-Hussein, and make ongoing payment for their children, Jalila, 14 years of age, and Zayad, 9 years. This settlement is to be backed by a bank guarantee of £290 million. This caps it for some of the major celebrity divorces that rocked the world in 2021. Florence Joshua, reporting for Clearview Television.
And as 2023 draws close, many Nigerians have been wondering who will take over from the incumbent President Muhammadu Buhari ahead of the general election. And what seems to be a startling development was the recent prophetic declaration for 2022 by the leader of the INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primates Elijah Ayodele, which was confirmed to Clearview TV this Thursday. where the cleric named some top politicians who are likely to become Nigeria's next president and vice in 2023. What surprises many political observers is the fact that the prophet skipped names of some political bigwigs in the country while revealing those likely to take over from the Buhari Osibajo administration. Among those political bigwigs skipped are the APC national leader Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, and Kogi State Governor YAHAYA BELLO. Recall that the trio have been tipped by some Nigerians in recent times to join the race for president in 2023. Though none of them have made an official declaration, unpopular opinion suggests they might be eyeing the number one seat in the forthcoming presidential election. The world should not rest on its oars as there are more pandemics to battle in the year 2022. This was the prediction of a blind visionary whose prophecies have come to pass. Clearview TV's Florence Joshua takes us through some of them.
The blind mystic died 25 years ago, but has left predictions for every year up to 5079. But how likely are the clairvoyant's predictions to come through, and should we really care what she thinks? The visionary was born Vangelia Pandeva Dimitrova and grew up in the Bulgarian village of Trumika while it was still under the control of Ottoman Empire. Everything in life seemed normal for the time until a massive storm hit and flung her into the air when she was 12 years old. She got lost in all the chaos and had mysteriously lost her ability to see by the time her parents found her a few days later. Baba Vanga said she had her first future predicting vision in the day she was missing and later claimed her sight was replaced with a clairvoyant's ability to foresee the future. The mystic died in 1996 at the age of 85, but not before she supposedly made predictions up to the year 5079 when she believed the world would end. Each year's prophecy are revealed before the start of January, but there are always doubts over which one she actually made herself as they were never actually written down. So what is her track record? Clearview looks at what she got right and wrong over the years. Many of Baba Vanga's followers believe she foresaw 9/11, predicts the election of Barack Obama, tsunami, and several other major events. In 1989, the mystic said America's brethren will fall after being attacked by the steel birds, and innocent blood will be gushing. This is what some see as a prediction of 9/11 terrorist attacks in New York 2001, when two planes were forced to hit the twin towers of the World Trade Center. Baba Vanga claimed she knew that Europe would cease to exist by 2007. Although Europe is obviously very much still standing, some think the clairvoyant was talking about Brexit, which the UK had voted on in 2016. Baba Vanga was precise in saying the 44th US president will be black, Barack Obama, but she also said he would be the country's last president. In 1980, Baba said the Russian city of Krux will be covered with water and the whole world will weep over it in August 1999. Although the city is still around, there was a horrific disaster in August 2000 when cruise submarines sank. 118 military personnel died. With the above predictions, should we be worried, as 2022 has some of its own predictions that are not so good? Baba Vanga predicted for 2022. She apparently believed another pandemic would emerge, although this time it would be from a frozen virus in Siberia and defrosted by climate change. Countries will supposedly be left without drinking water. Famine will hit India as an alien will send an asteroid to look for life on Earth. Florence Joshua, reporting for Clearview Television.
The Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Shuaib Ibrahim, is now a Major General, and that is authoritative. He was decorated this Thursday in Abuja by the Minister of Defense, Major General Bashir Magashi, retired, who was joined by DG's wife, Martina. Clearview TV assessed with pleasure the tenure of Major General Shuaib Ibrahim as Director General of the scheme so far, as having witnessed national recognitions and tremendous achievements. These include robust welfare package for corps members, increased capacity building for staff, expansion of skills acquisition and entrepreneurship development programs, and strengthened synergy with stakeholders for improved productivity. Others are utilization of core potentials for optimal benefits, resuscitation of NYC farms, establishment of NYC Museum, establishment of NYC National Troop, unveiling of 9 books on the scheme, among others. At a reception organized by his family and friends, he thanked President Muhammadu Buhari for finding him worthy to be appointed NYC Director General, which brought out the potentials in him. In the same vein, he expressed appreciation to the Defense Minister as well as the Chief of Army Staff for the elevation. From all of us at Clearview TV, we say congratulations to our dear DG. The JIGAWA state government has enacted the Child Protection Law that prescribes death penalty for rapists without the option of life imprisonment. Dr. Musa Adamu, the Commissioner for Justice and the Attorney General, disclosed this on Wednesday during an end-of-year press briefing in Dutse, the state's capital. According to him, anyone convicted of raping a child below the age of 10 shall be sentenced to death with no other option. He explained that the ministry had received a total number of 196 case diaries, while 176 pieces of legal advice were prepared in respect of the case diaries received. Out of the total number of the case diaries, 90 were rape cases, 27 culpable homicides, sodomy has 31, kidnapping and abduction have a total number of 18 cases, incest 2 acts of gross indecency, 20 armed robberies, while road traffic offenses have 2 cases. The commissioner also lamented the delay in criminal litigation as one of the major challenges of the ministry, which he said is not peculiar to Jigawa State. The Katsina State government has asked residents to do whatever it takes, including prayers or even having to acquire arms to defend themselves against criminals. He also promised to assist security agencies in registering all the weapons illegally acquired by some of the good residents of the state. Speaking during a press briefing at the state's house in Katsina, the governor also urged the people to support the efforts by security agencies to provide security in the communities. We'll now go on a quick break and bring you more reports when we return. Please stay with us.
Listen to this truth. We are growing by the day, and our viewership keeps growing on our different platforms. We are inviting you to advertise your goods and services with us at incredibly low rates. And do you have news for us? Script or video, please contact us through our email address, clearviewnewsroom@gmail.com or WhatsApp line 080-650-30-300. Again, 080-650-30-300. Welcome on board.
You're welcome back. All outstanding salaries of civil servants and pensions of retirees in Bauchi State are to be settled on or before the end of January 2022, and this is official. A decision to this effect was taken at an emergency meeting of the critical stakeholders held at the Government House in Bauchi.
Speaking with newsmen on the outcome of the emergency meeting, the secretary to the state government assured that the Governor Bala Mohammed-led administration remains committed to meeting the welfare needs of serving and retired civil servants in the state. To this end, he said all ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs have been directed to henceforth ensure the prompt payment of salaries and pension.
The salary administration in the state has been standardized, the nominal role is there, it's going to be handed over to the office of the head of service, where the nominal role ideally should be. We have also trained salary administrators in all the MDAs who are going to take charge of their salaries henceforth. So, by the grace of Almighty God, the issue of anybody being left out or not paid his salary will be a thing of the past.
Other speakers applauded the Bauchi state government for developing a statewide credible data that will pave way in exposing those compromising nominal and payroll system in the state.
The promise of His Excellency to block leakages will become a reality. By the time that is done, we'll be able to know that, okay, we have now succeeded, in saving a lot of money that will be used for other purposes in the state.
With these developments and the existing of Dynatech Solution Limited, a consultant managing the state salaries and pensions, many civil servants are hoping that the lingering salaries issues will be a thing of the past.
I will now go over to the foreign scene. Iran announced this Thursday it had carried out a new space launch in a move likely to irk Western powers amid tough talks on reviving a 2015 nuclear deal. In February, Iran announced a successful test of its most powerful solid-fuel satellite launcher to date, the Zlojana, boasting that it can put a 220-kilogram payload into orbit. The United States voiced concerns about the launch, claiming the test could boost Iran's ballistic missile technology at a moment when the two nations are inching back to diplomacy. Iran successfully put its first military satellite into orbit in April 2020, drawing a sharp rebuke from Washington. Western governments worry that satellite launch systems incorporate technologies interchangeable with those used in ballistic missiles capable of delivering a nuclear warhead. Iran insists its space program is for civilian and defense purposes only and does not breach the nuclear deal or any other international agreements. And now to sports. The Executive Committee of the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, officially announced Jose Peseiro as the new head coach of the Super Eagles. The announcement was made by the Executive Committee during their meeting held via video conference. The committee stated that Peseiro will be in Cameroon for the African Cup of Nations as an observer, while Austin Iguavon will be in charge of the team. Born in Carouge, Portugal, Peseiro had his first stint as a coach in 1992 when he took charge of União Santarém in his homeland. Between 1994 and 2003, the 61-year-old managed União Montemor, Oriental and Nacional. In 2003, Peseiro became assistant to current Egyptian coach Carlos Queiroz at Real Madrid, and after spending just one season, 2003 to 2004, the pair were relieved of their positions. After his disappointing time at Madrid, Peseiro returned to Portugal to take charge of Sporting Lisbon, whom he led to the final of the Europa League, known then as UEFA Cup, in 2005. Unfortunately, Sporting Lisbon lost 3-1 to CSK Moscow. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, has mandated the newly appointed Super Eagles head coach to qualify Nigeria for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar or face the exit door. The Portuguese tactician was appointed following the sacking of Ganatrol earlier this month. The 61-year-old was in charge of the Venezuelan national team until August and has also coached Sporting Lisbon, FC Porto and Al Ahly of Egypt. NFF Vice President Shehu Diko said if he fails to qualify Nigeria for the 2022 World Cup, the situation will be reviewed and a decision taken. Guinea President Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya has won the Slee Stars to win the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations or risk returning all the taxpayers' money spent on them. The Slee National will be headed to their 13th Nations Cup in Cameroon, with their best ever performance being in 1976, when they finished as runners-up. In spite of the team's efforts in winning the competition, which they are still yet to, Colonel Doumbouya is optimistic that they can be successful and has urged the players, led by the captain Keita, to go all out for the ultimate. Guinea has been drawn in Group B alongside Senegal, Zimbabwe and Malawi at the tournament, which kicks off in Cameroon on 9th January. And that's all on the news. Before we go, a quick recap of our main stories. As 2023 presidential election draws close, Atiku Abubakar, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, YAHAYA, BELLO are missing out in a recent prophetic declaration on who will occupy the Aso Villa come 2023 by the leader of the INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, which was confirmed to Clearview TV this Thursday. JIGAWA state government has enacted the child protection law that prescribes death penalty for rapists without the option of life imprisonment. Dr. Musa Adamu, Commissioner for Justice, and the state's attorney disclosed this during the end-of-year press briefing in Duse, the state capital. We also told you that Iran has defied nuclear talks and carried out a new space launch in a move likely to annoy Western powers amid tough talks on reviving a 2015 nuclear deal. The United States voiced concerns about the launch, claiming it could boost Iran's ballistic missile technology at a time the two nations are inching back to diplomacy. Do remember to follow us on Facebook, Clearview TV. Follow us on Twitter at Clearview Online. Follow us on Instagram at Clearview TV_NG. And also remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Clearview TV. Thanks for watching. I am Nkiru Owuli.